G'day and welcome to this Motivational Rant, the last one for this week. Guys, today I'm talking about moving towards goals, moving towards your dreams. And I remember back to one of my first interviews ever on the Hidden Why podcast, and it was with ultra marathon runner James Lawrence. He did 50 Ultraman triathlons, I believe it is, in 50 states in 50 days. Totally incredible. But he said to me, a goal or a dream is sometimes like sticking a pin through a A4 sheet of paper and sticking it on the wall on one side of the room and walking back to the other side of the room. That goal is that pinhole in that bit of paper. From the other side of the room, you can't even see it. And what we're trying to do is trying to jump straight to that bit of paper so we can look through that hole. He says his best bit of advice for reaching goals is just taking one step at a time. And I know we hear this all the time, but it's so true. And he said, he would get up in the mornings after this, 50-day marathons. He'd get up and he'd just have to know, he just had to put on the cap. Next thing, you just had to fall into the water. Next thing, you just had to lift one arm and do one stroke after the next until you can get to the other side of the room and see that goal and actually look through that pinhole in the paper. That's about reaching goals. And if you've got a big dream right now or a big goal and you can't hardly even imagine it being completed or finalized, don't worry about the end picture. Have it in your mind. Have that visual. Have that dream. Hold on to that. That's the motivation. But focus on what's next. And I think that's where I often lose track, is I focus on way over here rather than what I'm actually doing the next thing. So that's my motivational rant for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Share it as well as comment below. And if you're listening to this in the podcast, make sure you subscribe to thehiddenwhy.com. Cheers.